NHL playoffs are here, and the Buffalo Sabres are taking on the Montreal Canadiens in the semifinal battle for the Eastern Conference.
Here we go!
It's Game 4 of the Sabres and Canadiens, Thursday at 7:30 on Empire Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Molson Center in Montreal and to our second overtime period. We're deadlocked at 4 apiece.
Past my bedtime.
Well, the last time the Sabres won in overtime in Montreal, I played in this game. That was back on May the 6th, 1975, and Rennie Robert scored at 5:56 of overtime. And that was a game when they measured the pads of Dryden after regulation time had expired, and we started the overtime period with a power play goal. I was on the ice, had the open net, and hit the goalpost. And Rennie Robert eventually scored not too long after that. And of course, Rick remembers that game, but doesn't remember my hat trick that we talked about earlier. But the last multiple overtime game for Montreal was back in April of '97 against New Jersey. Brisebois scored in the third overtime period, and the goaltender was Jose Theodore. He was tending the nets that night.
And all the way through, he did not come on in relief of anybody, as he did tonight.
I remember an overtime game Dominic Hasek played in 1-0 over New Jersey. He stopped 70 shots. He may get to that figure here tonight. He's got 46 already.
Tip through center ice now. Malakoff knocks it down and sends it back to Koivu. He'll flip one in wide of the Buffalo goal. Hasek hammers it around on the boards to Grosek. Grosek looking up ahead, finding Schmelik. Schmelik now. Giving it to Barnaby. Barnaby in over the line. Back for Brown. Scooped it in front, and Theodore makes the save. Wheeled out on the wing to Recchi. Recchi in over the Buffalo line. Zhitnik slows him down. Zhitnik after it again. Got away, came in front. Recchi couldn't control it. Tipped up ahead, and it goes all the way through center, and Barnaby charging after it. Malakoff after him. Barnaby in over the line. It slides around on the boards to Brisebois. He flings it in the other direction. Shannon holding it in. Shannon got it to the corner. Ward tried to get it in front of the net, but it's taken away to Rosensky. Rosensky up for Savage. Savage dropping it back to Rosensky again. Rosensky looking in front, and hit the shoulder of Hasek. Taken away behind the net, flipped up ahead. Ward knocks it down and starts back with Pekka. Ward getting in over the line. Here's Ward, back to Pekka again. Took his shot, deflected wide of the net. Ward kicks it free, out in front, never got his shot away. Back to Pekka, took his shot, scores! The captain does it again! The captain does it early in the second overtime period. Michael Pekka salts it away, and the Buffalo Sabres, undefeated in this series, take a stranglehold 3-0 lead.
And again, the play was made by Dixon Ward. What a great play as Ward held onto the puck, found Pekka in front in perfect scoring position, and he blew the puck into the top of the net, and the Sabres, in sudden victory, beat Montreal. 1 minute and 24 seconds into the overtime period, and the Sabres go up 3-0 in this best-of-7 series.
Well, one thing Buffalo is finding out how to do, and that is to celebrate. And brother, a great opportunity for the Sabres early in overtime, and Dixon Ward sets up his second Michael Pekka goal of the night, and Pekka makes sure by blasting it into the corner.
How do you like that? When you talk about going for it, that was Jason Woolley, who was standing right in front of the goaltender. He's a Buffalo defenseman. The Sabres defenseman Woolley going to the front to create the screen, to create traffic, and Pekka made the perfect shot. Theodore moving to the right, and the puck flew over his shoulder to the left. And the Sabres win it 5-4 tonight here in Montreal.
And if the Montreal Canadiens are about to defeat the Buffalo Sabres in this series, they must win the next 4 games in a row.
You know, partner, talking to a lot of people around Montreal as Pekka has just been announced as one of the stars here tonight. And a lot of people are saying, hey, your club is blessed. The way they have won hockey games, a lot of people think that this team is going all the way to the finals. Well, we'll see.
Welcome to the Budweiser Sports Line. Hi, this is Dr. Paul McGuire. Don't get nervous now. No, I got a doctorate at the Citadel, Doctor of Physical Education this weekend. I'm very, very proud of that. And it only took me 38 years to do that. So I just want you to know that's why that's up there. It won't be up there for a long period of time. We will take a break here on the Budweiser Sports Line. But we're going to come back. We have about 30 minutes. And I know you want to talk about the Sabres.
I admire your appearance.
Thanks a lot. I think you're handsome, too.
Well, thanks, old man. Thanks both of you from Tom for coming down. Good night, Mrs. Wolf. Thanks very much. Well, friends, that's all the time we've got for our guests and their secrets tonight. In just a moment, I will tell you about the guest.
As we get set for overtime in Game 3, courtesy of that rocket from Richard Zednik. Late in the
second and a scoreless third. Dale Hunter once again will start for Washington with Chris Simon and Craig Berube up against Holzinger, Sanderson, and Audette. It's been a good line for the Sabres tonight. They produced 9 of the 24 shots for Buffalo. Jason Woolley up ahead to the speedy Sanderson over the line. Sends it across, deflected over the net by Audette. Now Berube to Hunter and out. And Berube's on the move with Simon. Lost it at the Buffalo line and played back out. That hit somebody at the bench as they were changing. Nicolishin working in. Nicolishin spun down. And finally the Sabres get control. Woolley just got rid of it along the boards. Joe Ricci shot wide. Now Bellows turn around, shot off the target. Oates is on it. In for Bellows, shooting. And that one.
Hit the post in behind Dominic Hasek.
Wow. Brian Bellows from the slot, and he looks skyward after that shot off the post. That's the second off the post tonight for Washington.
Well, that's off the inside of the post. Adam Oates makes a beautiful backhand pass. Brian Bellows, wrist shot through the screen. Hasek has no idea where it is. It's off the inside of the post, right back out again. And the Sabres get a break.
That's the 4th chance of the night for Bellows. 15th of the game for the Capitals. We have Buffalo with 9 chances, but only 1 in the 3rd period.
Talked about Brian Bellows not scoring in the last 5 games, make it 6 now. But he's had a lot of chances. And there was another one, just bad luck, it didn't go in.
Stuck on 49 Stanley Cup playoff goals. Here's Bellows again from his feet in front. What a stop by Hasek on the redirection by Joey Juneau.
And you can see the way Hasek shuffled out after he made that save, just in case the puck was under his pad and in the net. Here's the redirection. Brian Bellows knows Juneau's there, gets it over to Juneau, and Hasek makes the save. The whistle goes, and then he just shuffles his feet to make sure if it is under his pad across the line, nobody will see it. He doesn't have to worry. Both his pads are outside the goal line.
Sabres up with the puck from the faceoff. Grosek unable to get it by Gonchar, who pinched in from the point. Now Mike Wilson circles back. Daryl Shannon coolly to center. Now Gonchar quickly back out, and Shannon will sprawl to get it in to the Washington zone. Gonchar around, knocked down. Here's Brown trying to get loose. Tied up by Ricci. Chance for Shannon. That shot blocked by Gonchar. And it's to the line and out. And quickly on it's the speedy Juneau. Working his way in, and Wilson cut him off with the pass. Nice play by Wilson off the skate of Grosek. Ahead it goes. Barnaby fires. Kolzig whips it into the corner. Shannon takes his man out. Comes up with it. Here's Shannon to Barnaby at the side of the net. Bad angle shot. Stopped by Kolzig. So a flurry for the Sabres. And now Bellows up to Oates. Long shift for the Oates line. And finally they're headed off. Up ahead to Dixon Ward. There's Verrata loose on right wing. Brendan Witt has him lined up and nails him. Off the board, Jitnik pinching in. Bondra didn't get it by him. Now Bondra has has it. Out ahead to Zednik. He overskates it, gets it back. Richard Zednik with a pair tonight. Looking for his first overtime goal in the Stanley Cup Playoffs. This is going to be icing as Witt goes back to get it.
Dixon Ward doesn't like the call as Phil Housley pinched in on Dixon Ward, and the puck went by both of them. And the Washington Capitals get the face-off in the offensive zone. Mike Eagles comes out. There's a look at Brian Bellows, who almost ended this one quickly with that wrist shot off the inside of the post. And on the power plays, he's had some chances, but Dominik Hasek has stoned him.
Well, there was the hero at 3:01 the other night. He's going to speak to his old high school tomorrow. He's a Buffalo native. And wouldn't it be something if he had 2 overtime goals to talk about tomorrow? It may not be a captive audience, though. Krieger's on it now with Eagles and Tikkanen. They tie up the Sabres in their own zone. Plant trying to get loose. Primo sends it against the grain. Riki over there to get it for Washington. Tied up by Shatan. Shatan hasn't seen that much ice tonight. He's out there now with Plant and Primo, the 4th line for the Sabres. Schmelik backpedaling. Now up to Wayne Primo into Washington territory, but unable to get loose. And Tikkanen sends away Zednik. Speeding in again. Zednik stopped by Hodrick, who lost his stick, going down to make the save. John, you get the impression now that the Dominator is set to shut the door.
Richard Zednik had the right idea, but he didn't get it high enough on Dominik Hasek. Hasek played him well, and the Capitals come over to tap Zednik, who is the speediest of the Caps. In he goes by Schmelik, and he's trying to get it up and over, and you can see Hasek gets it off the cheater on that glove. Doesn't know whether he has it or not. Hasek is stacking the pads. And Zednik tried to get it up and over the goaltender. Had he gone in the top half of the net, that puck's in, this game's over. But Hasek got the big glove on it, made the save.
6th shot of the game for Zednik, who has a pair for the Capitals. Played in by Barada. And Johansson up the boards for Bondra. There's Nikolation with 3 assists. On the attack, knocked off his stick. Zednik bouncing into Wilson. Bondra along the boards, looking for it, but Ward has it. Sends it across. Gonchar there. He's knocked out. Zednik fires. Rebound, Nikolation. Can't get a shot. Bondra fans. It is poked away. Riki now in. And once again, the Sabres on their heels. Gonchar throws it across. Penalty coming up. Or no, it's a high stick. And the faceoff comes out. But good pressure by Washington in the opening 5 minutes of overtime.
Well, there was Andrei Nikolation on a rebound, deciding not to shoot. And that's the intimidation factor of a Dominik Hasek, who has settled down and made those superstar saves. Here's Hasek with a save. Look at Nikolation. Instead of shooting, he goes wide, and then throws it into a crowd. And the Caps end up with no shot whatsoever. And Dominik just steers it away from his own defenseman, Daryl Shannon. But the Caps don't get the shot on goal, and Nikolation now is sitting on the bench shaking his head.
3 assists for Nikolation tonight, but no goals in 15, which is maybe why he hung on and was thinking pass instead of the shot. Don Hasek, who's been tested early in this overtime period. And now the shots, 26-25. Curtis Brown lost control of it, rolled back into the Buffalo zone. Shitnik there. Up ahead off the stick of Groshek. Gonchar played it back out to center. Bellows to Oates. On that far side, room for Riki. Joe Riki testing Hasek. And off the end boards, and Hasek will cover up with Bellows cruising around.
And it's been good chances for the Washington Capitals early in the overtime. And the problem with that when you're on the road is if you don't score. Todd Krieger scored in game 2. And there's Dominik Hasek. He thought it was going to be an icing call. Krieger off the bench replacing Esa Tikkanen. Right spot, right time. Perfect shot.
Biggest goal of his life. He scored 18 in his rookie year in only 58 games. He hasn't been near that total ever since. From the face-off, a shot whistling high. Sanderson for Buffalo, checked by Hunter. Woolley plays it around. And now Audette spots Holzinger on the move. 2-on-2 with Sanderson, weak shot. Holzinger behind the net, centers off the skate of Hunter wide. Audette back pedals to Sanderson. Now Buffalo pressure. Jeff Sanderson swings it in behind the goal. Holzinger's on it. Now Audette can't get a shot away. Back to the line, kept in by Holzinger. Johansson off the glass, knocked down by Woolley. And finally Johansson breaks up the play, and Tikkanen's away. Esa Tikkanen in, drops it off. Housley unable to get loose. 6 minutes gone in the overtime period. And the puck out of play.
And Chris, getting back to my thought about all the chances the Caps have had early in this overtime, a lot of times teams will get to the point where they say, well, it's just not our night. We've had all these good chances. We had an inside of the post that stayed out. We've had a breakaway and the goalie stoned us. And you get very frustrated sitting on the bench, and it's almost like fate. The Capitals sitting there on the bench. And now the Buffalo Sabres get a chance to regroup and work on their attack.
You're saying in game 3 of a Stanley Cup semifinal?
Yes.
Well, they've tested Hasek 26 times tonight. They've beaten him 3 times, but not since the middle of the second period. Here's Nikolishkin trying to step his way in. Barada out to Pekka, and the Sabres will bounce it into Washington territory. Gonchar hard around. Zednik couldn't control it. Here's Schmeling, and Kolzig the stop. Riki played the rebound, and Bondra back deep in his own zone, flicks it out. Schmeling going back, and icing is the call, and this time they cheer the linesman.
The last icing that they waved off was rolling towards the goal line. Didn't have enough to get over. That one just barely had enough.
He knows all about being a playoff hero, Dale Hunter. I know we're extremely undecided in the broadcast booth where we had a little intermission pool, and I noticed both of us covered our bases with 3 guys from either team.
Yes, we did. And we're almost at the 7-minute mark of the first overtime, and that's when the ice starts to become a factor again.
Here's Bellows. Nice pass out with room. Juno is loose, and the puck didn't get across. Now Plant feeds it ahead. Up for Brochik and Barnaby. Stopped at the line. Plant followed up. Now it's fired in by Shannon and an offside call. And I can just about guarantee, John, there will be no controversy about a goal scored on a close offside or icing tonight.
No, because they're all being called by both linesmen. This is a potential 2-on-1. Adam Oates tries to throw it across. Gerald Shannon plays it very well with his foot. Joey Juno is wide open on the other side. Oates tries to slide it through to Juno. Look at the room Juno had, but Gerald Shannon played it perfectly. Got the feet down and cut it off.
Plus 26 during the regular season for Daryl Shannon. Solid force on the Buffalo blue line. Johansson off the glass. Oates tried to get it across to Juno again, but Shannon once again there to stop it for the Sabres. Brochik off his stick. And now Oates spots Juno on his wrong wing. Juno unable to get the shot away against Wilson. Bellows now comes He's up with it. Here's Oates firing it high as Juneau was decked in front of the net. Barnaby backhands it out, and Housley after it there. Now a hit for Groshek. He'll play it in and get a change for the Sabres. Puck knocked down with a high stick by Bellows. Play continues as Buchner goes back to get it. Wilson nearly gave it away to Hunter at the line. Now Hunter's got it. Back in. Hunter rolling it in on Hasek, who tries the old baseball clear, but it's called before he gets a chance to try his home run swing.
Dominik Hasek with this rolling, bouncing puck. Fields it like a shortstop, gets up. Now the whistle's already gone. You can see he doesn't take his full swing. Chris Simon is protecting himself as he goes by and made sure that Hasek didn't go down. He grabbed him after he just brushed into him. Make sure that he didn't fall down.
Shots are even at 5 apiece in overtime. Trying to break a 3-3 tie in Game 3 and a 1-1 deadlock in the series. Galician on the faceoff, and Michael Pekka pulled her right back for Buffalo. Gonchar unable to keep it in at the line. Galician flips it back in. Zednik speeding after it. Now Bondra reaching for it, but Zednik there for the Sabres. Gonchar ahead. Zednik being watched carefully, and Pekka gets it out into the Washington bench. 8:34 into the overtime session.
This line, the Bondra line, looks very fresh for this time of the game, and the amount of ice time they've played. They look dangerous every shift around the ice.
Well, they have 8 of the shots on goal for the Caps in this game. Richard Zednik leading the way with 6 now. Now Tikkanen back out with Eagles. Juneau lined up on the faceoff. He goes to the bench. Krieger comes out again. Remember him coming off the bench in Game 2 to score. Krieger now, and Eagles after it. Eagles off the end boards. Back to Riki. There's the shot, and that deflected into the corner. Riki's got it again. Puts it toward the net. Loose in front. Gonchar moves up. Shoots. Hasek the save. He's down. And it ends up in the corner. Close call. Tikkanen buried in front of the net. And now back out comes Woolley. Jason Woolley over the line. To the net, and pulls it with the stop as Sanderson crossed in front. And at the other end of the ice, this is going on between Tikkanen and Holzinger.
And again, the Washington Capitals can't finish and get some good scoring chances. Here's Tikkanen and Holzinger, and Tikkanen takes down Holzinger. Doesn't want him let him get back in the play. Tikkanen's down. Holzinger's a dangerous forward, and Tikkanen's going to make sure that Holzinger doesn't go anywhere. And then Holzinger realizes, okay, you're going to do that. There's Wayne Bonney. Now Dominik Hasek has had the tougher chances here in overtime. And the Caps get another one here. Todd Krieger kicks it and tries to kick it to Tikkanen after the Sergei Gonchar good wrist shot. And Krieger couldn't get it back.
Gonchar still without a point in this series after 10 in the first 2 rounds of Stanley Cup play. Another icing call.
And Dominik Hasek is requesting more water. And out comes another bottle.
He was saying he would lose about 6 pounds during the course of a game. Of course, there's not much on his frame at 168 pounds. I know that a larger goaltender like yourself would have lost more in a game like this, right?
Yes, 7 to 10 pounds, just in an ordinary game. Playoff games probably more.
Face-off controlled by the Caps. Here's Bondra on it. Nicoletian. Bondra fires, scores! Peter Bondra with the blast, and the Capitals win and lead the series.
Peter Bondra is so good at anticipating a chance, an offensive chance. And this is what he does. He leaves the zone early as soon as his team gets it out, and away he goes. Now here's Mark Tenorti. Peter Bondra is already gone. Here he comes. He sniffs this scoring chance, and away he goes. And this isn't a great goal. The puck is fluttering, and Dominik Hasek has it go off the inside of his pad and into the net. Here's a better look at it. Peter Bondra looks up, sees Hasek coming out, and there it is. It's off the bottom of his catching glove. It's right at that no man's land for a goaltender, and Hasek likes to go down. He's on the way down. Here's Bondra's shot, and in it goes. That's how you get 52 goals every year.
And Peter Bondra is heating up, and that may be terrible news for the Buffalo Sabres. He tied for the league lead in goal scoring during the regular season, and now has 5 in the playoffs. His biggest has...
Game Show Network. All play, all day.
Go ahead, drink the beer. It'll calm you down.
Up with it at center, flipped back in by Berube. Caps will change it up. And here goes Woolley. Up ahead, and Ray gets it in deep and gives Buffalo a chance to change. Sergei Gonchar up for Bellows. Rink wide Juno broken up by Shannon and into the Washington bench.
And a good solid shift by both the momentum lines, as you would like to refer to them. Chris, Tim Hunter throws the puck to a fan. Well, they got a good mix in their coaching. Ron Wilson knew Tim Hunter from his Vancouver days. Tim Harvey from his Providence days.
Oates line up against Holzinger's line now as Gonchar fires it in. Strange hop in front. Bellows stopped by Hasek. Oh, they get a chance there on a funny bounce off the glass. And Brian Bellows can't buy one. He's had plenty of chances. And of course, he fired the Caps into round 2 with the overtime goal in Boston. Rolled into the Cap zone. Gonchar right back out again. And here's Bellows. This is his 7th shot of the night. And now Groshek's away. Here's Michael Groshek over the line into Kolzig. And he'll cover and get his stick up on Groshek, who made his way through the crease.
And long after the whistle had gone, and that's why Olaf Kolzig was so upset. Now here's Michael Groshek taking the long shot, and now the whistle is gone. And here's Groshek now after Joe Ricci tries to hold him up, and Kolzig gets his hand up, and there's not going to be any call. Chris, there's only one place in this building where you get a bad hop off the glass, and that's where the Zamboni comes out. And that's what happened on the Brian Bellows chance, the shoot in at the Zamboni area, and Bellows almost cashed in.
Pekka digging in on this face-off. Comes back to the line. Schmelik in behind the net. There's the captain trying to center. Ward took a whack at it in front. Out for Zednik, and he'll push it down the ice. Zednik back. He's logged the most time tonight for the Sabres. Hansen puts it back in behind the Buffalo net. Here's Zednik, pounded by Bondra. Ahead for Pekka, and Michael Pekka at center. Having trouble against Zednik, now gets it in deep, and Ward will forecheck. Gets a piece of Tenorti. Camarada steps into Tenorti. Along the board, Zednik whistles it down the ice. And this will be icing against Washington. But a little tempo set by Ward and Verrata on the last forecheck.
And Mark Tenorti, who is one of the workhorses of the Washington Capitals, taking his body, tiring him out. And should there be a Game 7, we want to make sure that Tenorti is as tired as he possibly can be.
Sanderson, Grosek, Pekka have scored in overtime for Buffalo in these playoffs. Bellows, Juneau, Krieger, and Bondra for Washington. And Krieger and Bondra, of course, in this series. There's Jeff Sanderson. He had the game winner against Montreal in the opener of that second-round series. Gonchar has it. In behind Miller, the length of the ice, right on Hasek. Bugner plays it around. Donald Audette ahead to Plant with some room. Derek Plant whips the shot wide. Rebound, Woolley! Oh! Kolzig came across, and Rob Woolley. That's Jason Woolley's 7th shot on goal, and it was nearly a game winner. Oh, he's been an all-Canadian the last couple of nights for Buffalo. Woolley flips it in, gloved by Johansson. Here's Sanderson. And he can't get loose against Oates. Bellows back. Cross ice pass. Oates! Juneau! And a great block there by Shannon. Now Bellows turns, fires, and that's blocked. Woolley got a piece of that. Pressure on. Loose puck. Juneau again. Still loose. Hasek! Oh, did you see that? Down in the Desperado save.
And there was another chance with Dominik Hasek flat on his stomach, making snow angels, and the Washington Capitals just could not get the puck up and over his arms. And there is Matthew Barnaby having words with Adam Oates.
John, I mentioned at the outset just 5 points from the Oates line in the series, but they've had a ton of chances on Hasek tonight.
Well, here's Dominik Hasek, and he goes down, can't find it, trying to poke at it with his glove. Now it's free. Now look at Hasek. He's got his back to the play. And with his blocker hand, again, he reaches out to make the save. Now Derek Plant tees this up. Watch Olaf Kolzig. He doesn't wait. As soon as it hits the boards, look at him come across. And out goes the right leg to make the save. He did hesitate longer than I thought, but once he realized he was in trouble, up he got and across.
That was labeled. A couple of block shots on that last shift for the Sabres, and they have 20 blocks in the game now. So Hasek's had some help. Now away goes Buffalo. Over the line, Grosek! Oh, he whistled that one wide. Grosek from the slot. So both teams have had chances. A couple of good ones at either end. Barnaby. Zednik stole it from Barnaby. Here's Nikolish. Bondra was loose, and it's offside at the line. And Peter Bondra had a little room on right wing.
And Andre Nikolish spotted him, and that's why he panicked at the blue line. As Wilson and Shannon were both on the same side of the ice. Now here's Bondra, and watch the defense. Both of them were over on the same side. Nikolish panics and puts himself offside. And George McPhee and Sean Simpson are, they saw the chance coming, and Andre Nikolish just mishandled the puck, put himself offside.
Well, Nikolish with that brilliant pass to Bondra to force overtime. Has 11 assists in the playoffs and 7 points in this series. Here's Nikolish again, putting it in behind Hasek. Verrata chopping at it, and the sandwich out to center. Here's Pekka into Verrata, and Kolzig with the stop. Verrata sent in. And John, with these two goaltenders, we might break curfew tonight.
Not the way they're playing defensively. 2-on-1 breakaways.
Gonchar over Pekka's head and down the ice. Schmelik will touch it. It's been a busy 4:46 of overtime.
4 great scoring chances already Václav Varada is in by himself. He gets to his backhand, and he got in too close to Olaf Kolzig. Just a great pass by Mike Pekka. Now Varada goes to his backhand, and he's in so close he cannot pull it to his forehand, and he's got no choice other than to try and drive it right through the goaltender. And it's pretty tough to do against Olaf Kolzig.
77 shots in the game, and we have 40 chances, and yet it's 2-2. Godzilla and the Dominator. Dale Hunter on this face-off, clean win against Audette, and the Caps bounce it down the ice. Whitner back, we'll do another face-off in the Washington zone.
And the Caps, when they're in trouble, they don't care. They're winning face-offs again. After the first period, the Caps again have started to dominate in the face-off circle, and we saw Dale Hunter win the last one cleanly.
Looking down those benches for a hero tonight. The youngster Primo, the veteran Hunter, and Primo won it. Woolley moving up, putting it in front. On net, kicked out. And Tenorti starts back, pushing it ahead for Tikkanen. They combined on the first goal. Tikkanen off a skate wide. Hunter looking for it. He's nailed behind the net, and it's out to center. Gonchar over to Riki. Off the boards and in. Buchner there. +8 in these playoffs. Now it's Oates and an offside called. 5.5 minutes gone in the overtime.
Ron Wilson looks on. His team was offside because they were making a line change, and the player going into the box was on the wrong side of the blue line. Tense time for Ron Wilson and the Washington Capitals. You don't want to get into that 7th game, that one-game scenario, which resembles the Olympics, Chris. And you're facing Dominik Hasek in a one-game showdown.
Yeah, he let it slip today, talking about the series. He admitted Hasek is capable of winning 3 in a row. Is the task Buffalo faced with to win the series. They have 1 in the bank. An overtime goal would force the 7th.
Here's a good play by Michael Grosek with the broken stick, making sure that he got the whistle along the boards. Able to get some new lumber.
Mike Grosek, as good a chance as we've seen in the overtime. He has 3 game winners in these playoffs. Caps control the faceoff. Daryl Shannon, boy, he's been a tower of strength for the Sabres, +26 on the year and solid throughout the postseason. Tenorti off the boards, and Shannon steps up. Johansson up to Bellows, and Shannon got back to break up the pass for Oates. Over the line, Grosek. And Johansson there to the line and out. Shannon in retreat, look out. Knocked off his stick. Juno finds Bellows. Here's Bellows sweeping in. Hasek down. Loose puck, they score. Joey Juno scores the goal. And the Capitals are headed to the Stanley Cup final.
Well, that's the persistence of Brian Bellows. Bellows cut to the front of the net, and he had at least 3 cracks at that puck. And now the Caps go to congratulate Olaf Kolzig, who is as big a part of this as Joey Juno. Bellows cut to the net, had the chance, and made sure that Dominik Hasek was not able to control the rebound. All the chances Bellows has had, unable to score, but he's the one that sets up this overtime winner for Joey Juno.
Well, his family here from St. Catharines, and when Bellows has recorded a point in the playoffs, Ron Wilson's team is 8-0. And the coaches congratulate after a hard-fought, memorable series that ends in 6 games, and Godzilla comes out the best of it in the matchup against the Dominator. Let's join Scotto.
All right, Chris, thanks very much. Here's Joey Juneau, who scored the winner, the goal that sent the Capitals to the Stanley Cup final for the first time in their history. Joey, how's it feel?
Feels awesome, man. I'll be right back to you.
Okay, Joey's got more pressing things right now. He's going to shake hands with the Buffalo Sabres, who gave the Caps a great fight. For now, Chris, back to you.
Scott, the 38th shot on Hasek tonight, the winner. Ole Kolzig, 39 saves, and there are the goaltenders.
And I think Dominic got gypped out of a few because Bellows had 3 cracks at that last one before Joey Juneau came in and got the rebound.
The end of an amazing year for Dominik Hasek. Olympic gold and a brilliant Stanley Cup playoff run as well.
And you look at the scoring ability of this Washington Capitals team, and I think that's what really let Buffalo down. And there's Olaf Kolzig and congratulating the Buffalo Sabres.
6:24, Juneau from Bellows and Oates. Here's Scott.
Adam, describe the moment.
Well, absolutely fantastic. You know, we played real hard. We were down twice tonight. We came back. Bonsai big goal near the end of the game. And Joey, great goal for Joey. Our line's been snake bit the whole series, and what a great goal.
And don't you think Joey Juneau's played as well as he has since his rookie year, and now he delivers you to the Stanley Cup final?
Absolutely. He's played great all playoffs. Absolutely. You know, he's had a lot of injuries. He's come back, and we've been really strong in the playoffs. He's played great.
Thank you, Adam. Let's go over and get Olaf Kolzig. Ole, I guess there's no question who's won this goaltending duel. As I said, Adam Oates, same question to you. Go ahead and describe the moment.
Well, I mean, anytime you win in overtime is a special moment, especially against a goalie like Dominik Hasek. For us to do it 3 times and, you know, to battle back in this game, we're down 1-0, 2-1, and we never gave up. We got a heck of a bunch of character in this dressing room, and the job's not done yet, though. We got 4 more to go.
Yeah, it's been an incredible run for you in these playoffs. Now you're going to the Stanley Cup final. How about that?
Dream come true. The only thing better is to win the thing. So we're going to celebrate this for a couple days and then get back to work on Tuesday.
Ole, do you think you did for your team tonight what Dominik Hasek did in Game 5?
Well, I don't know about that. You know, we got behind twice, and but I gave the guys a chance to win, and just a bunch of character guys to fight back the way we did.
All right, Ole, congratulations. Enjoy the moment.
Thanks.
Chris.
And there's Dale Hunter with the Prince of Wales trophy. Eastern Conference Championship. Dale Hunter, in his 18th year, is going to his first Stanley Cup final. I know Ole Kolzig told us before this series that he's getting married after the playoffs and he wants to toast at his wedding out of the Stanley Cup. Fans here with a mixed reaction for the Capitals celebration. Matthew Barnaby stayed out late to salute the Buffalo fans.
And all the over 30 Washington Capitals, and I think their experience really showed through a game tonight. They were badly outplayed in the first period. They got behind twice and just kept battling back.
Well, let's join Scott Oak with the captain.
Chris, thanks very much. Here is the captain, Dale Hunter. 1,345 career regular season games, and finally the payoff. You're going to the Stanley Cup final. Make your statement.
Well, it's unbelievable. You know, it's been 18 years in coming, and sometimes you think you're never going to get there, but it proves if you keep working hard and get the right breaks at the right time, anybody can go.
Now, I said to your father late in the second period, we had a chat with him. How about this? Your guy was thinking of quitting at the end of last season when the Caps missed the playoffs. You talked to David Poyle, and he said, Dale, we want you back for 1 more year. How good a decision does that seem now?
Oh, it's unbelievable, you know, and to get the chance to go try to win the Cup, it's a thrill. It's a thrill that you always dreamed about as a kid.
All right, so the Hunter quest for another Stanley Cup ring continues. Thank you, Dale.
Thank you.
Chris.
Dale Hunter, an amazing story, and Joey Juneau with his 4th game-winning goal of these playoffs. He started it and finished it after some great work by Brian Bellows.
Bellows goes to the net, 1 crack, 2 cracks, keeps it loose. And that's the key to the goal, just keeping it away from Hasek. And that's why Juneau was able to get that rebound and slide it into the empty net. But what a great job by the Capitals to stay onside. And that was Adam Oates at the blue line making the play to stay onside. Bellows cuts around Daryl Shannon, protects the puck, goes to the net, and has 3 cracks, but keeps the puck loose. Look at Hasek trying to get it, but it's loose because Bellows keeps jabbing away, and in comes Juneau.
You've talked about fate. Brian Bellows on the 93 Montreal Canadiens team with those overtime wins. This is the 5th straight overtime victory by the Washington Capitals.
And general manager George McPhee looking on, sees Bellows go to the net. Yes, he and Sean Simpson are celebrating, as well they should. Tikkanen and Bellows, late additions.
Well, let's hear more from the hero, Joe Juneau.
All right, Chris, a moment ago, we tried to talk to Joey, and he was preoccupied. He's got a moment now. Joey, biggest goal of your life?
Oh, definitely. You can't beat this. The only way you could beat this, I guess, is to score the goal at the end to win the big trophy.
I know that there was a lot of pressure on you guys tonight because had you lost, all the talk of those 3 collapses, the 3-1 leads in the last 11 years would have resurfaced. Did you react to that, do you think?
Yeah, we have too much character in this locker room now to let these talk, bother us, I would say. And, tonight we just came out and we just made sure that this was not going to happen to this team again.
Overtime goals not often pretty. Quickly describe yours.
Well, we had so many chances.
Eagles takes it again and tries to go in. Bigger was with him. And the Red Wings break it up and send it all the way back down the ice. Johansson back to touch it. And that's an icing call against Detroit.
Well, Steve Yzerman has again been the big star for Detroit. He's played 22 minutes and 50 seconds. That's more than any forward on either team. He's a +3. He's had 5 shots on goal, and he scored twice. And this is a recording. Those are the kind of stats he comes up with almost every game.
Another dangerous-looking player for Detroit tonight has been Sergei Fedorov, and he hops over the boards and comes on to play alongside Yzerman now.
Fedorov's best game so far in these playoffs, at least in the series against Dallas and the first 2 against Washington.
Ready to go. McCarty. And Murphy feeding it back. Red Wings trying to move it up and get something going early. They're stalled until Murphy grabs it and gets over center and backhands it into the corner. To the left of the net. McCarty went in with a bump. Yzerman spinning back away from the play. Now he goes in around the net, chasing Ricky. Ricky shoots it on the glass and gets it out. Red Wings McCarty brings it back in. But offside on the far side was Holmstrom. And that stopped that rush.
Stevie Yzerman in his first 10 years in the National League had 465 goals. In his last 5 under Scotty Bowman, he scored 118. But he's a much better hockey player now than he was then. Penalty killed, on the power play, takes big face-offs, plays against the other team's best line. The terrific attitude, physical fitness unbelievable, and the players on this team respect him as much as any captain's ever been respected.
Johansson stepping up to center. Bellows flipped the puck into the Detroit end. Bellows after it again, picking it up, shooting it around the net where Oates was waiting. Juneau comes in there to help. Juneau dangerous for Washington. Turning and shooting it behind the goal. Shanahan is going to clear it out of the zone. All the way down the ice. Here comes Brown. A big race. Nearly got there. McCown centered it. Brown keeps it in at the blue line. Shanahan tucked it behind the goal, but Johansson was there. And he's out for Washington. Covered now. Shoots it across center ice, and it gets in. Fetisov going around the goal. Coming out, lead pass, a bit too far, but catching up to it is the speedy Maltby. Shoots! Right on, rebound. That's stopped. Gonchar takes it for Washington. And again, he hammers it on the board. Gets it out. Gonchar has to play it again. He'll go to center. And there he shoots it in. Maltby. Here's a chance. Simon waited too long. Another shot. Rebound. Osgood saves the day for now.
Well, a bullet point shot as the puck just squirted loose to Gonchar. And Osgood not only made the save, but covered the rebound as Hunter and his line mates Simon and Berube were headed to the net. Simon misses the shot. It goes off Eriksson's skate. Simon goes to the net, screens it, and the rebound is gobbled up by Osgood before anybody could get it. This was a hard shot. And let's see where he stopped. He gets out to the blue ice, which helps, and stops it on the bottom of his left pad and then grabs it quickly.
The two teams making final changes as we played 2:24 of overtime in game 2. Hunter against Fedorov. Hunter won the draw. Chases the puck to the corner. Fedorov beats them all to it. And Bob Rouse from center ice tries one. Stick save, Kolzig. Rebound is cleared. Back to center. Rouse stopped it. Hammered it again, and it went in over the line, and the goalie is out to play it. Johansson. The other way to Hunter. Simon got it up there, and Berube goes in with a shot. That's deflected. And that is over the glass.
I think Scotty Bowman, who made the change in the middle of the Hunter shift and went with Yzerman and Fedorov, liked the speed he was putting up against the slower but bigger Washington line. And Scotty does that. He fights all game to get a matchup for 40 seconds. And Hunter does a nice job of getting the puck to Simon, and Simon to Berube, who takes the long shot.
Captain of the Washington Capitals, Dale Hunter. Tikkanen on there, got the puck in over the line on the draw. It'll be cleared out by Eriksson. Krieger backhands it in, and he skates hard for it, but Eriksson, lots of time to play it. He decides to shoot it away, and that'll be another icing call against Detroit.
Well, Wilson has to be dismayed. His team was down out and looked in real trouble. Then twice they had 2-goal leads, which they squandered away. And now they're in a one-shot game. And in overtime, here are the heroes. This is, of course, for a career. And Kozlov is injured. Has an injured leg. He won't return, and he has scored 4 game-winning goals, 2 of them in overtime this season.
Detroit winning the draw. They don't get it out, though. Nicolishin coming in front of the net. A loose puck there from the scramble. The Red Wings come up with it. And Cooley play it up across center ice. Yzerman picked one off. Zednik recovered. Trying to shoot it away. It's bounced in there wide of the net. Took a crazy hop. Nearly fooled Kolzig. Murphy. Long shot. Offside. He didn't wait long enough. Close call for Kolzig.
Well, it wasn't going hard enough, but it took a crazy hop, and I'm sure scared the life out of Kolzig. Murphy just wants to get it in. Now watch the bounce.
Amazing how that thing turned 40 degrees. Maybe more.
Well, maybe it hit a crack in the ice. The puck was coming down on edge. And that could have been more dangerous than it really ended up being. What a goal that would have been to end the game in overtime.
Johansson steps up to center and bounces one in. Juneau went after it. So did Oates. But the Red Wings come up with it and skate back out. Larionov made the play. Now he's going after the puck in there. Lapointe helping him. Lapointe getting the puck loose behind the goal. Can't center it. Covered all the way and finally knocked down. Juneau coming up for Washington. Juneau made a play, dumping it over in front, and Larionov came all the way back to get in front of Bellows. To Rouse. Rouse coming up with Lapointe near center. Puck is knocked down at the line. Simon throw it up. Hunter tried to drop it back to the onrushing Juneau. Rickey up for Simon. Simon on the boards and stays outside. Brown right in front of his own net. Comes out to Holmstrom. He banked it on the boards. Berube got back. Hunter didn't see it. And when he did, had no place to go with it. Now he might move on it. And he does. The shot from the line is blocked. Red Wings get the puck out. And they rush up the ice. Fedorov again. Coming in. But the shot right on. Kolzig, all the angles. Tough to catch him out of position. Perfect that time.
Well, it took a while for this series to heat up. Game 1 was nothing like this. This is what we all wait for in the Stanley Cup Finals. Two teams very determined to win. Fedorov playing his best game in a while in the playoffs. He gets to the outside, although he's nicely played by the Washington defenseman, Ricci, and the shot is right at Kozel. Watch this, the goal stick. This is a nice play as he's throwing the goal check at Lapointe, who can't get control of the puck.
Face-off coming to the left of Olaf Kolzig. He's had 51 shots now. Osgood 31. Overtime nearing 6 minutes of play. Koser, fresh legs with Draper to the line. Shot right in front. Not a tough shot. Nevertheless, Maltby was in the slot. Did not get the shot away the way he had hoped. Kolzig stopped it.
Tenorti did a nice job on Maltby, Bob. He followed him out to almost the hash marks and was right in his face. And when Maltby turned to make the shot, I think Tenorti at least blocked his hands or part of his stick, and it wasn't a very hard shot. Here's Tikin and Koser talking. And don't forget now, Koharski has warned both these teams about this yapping in scrums after the whistle, and he's gonna give him a penalty.
Oh yeah, they'll probably get misconducts along with minors.
Well, he warned them both benches. They didn't want any yapping. This was in, I think, the first period. So when the referee goes to the benches to warn you, you ought to do what he tells you, because you know what's coming if you don't.
2 minutes have been posted.
2 minutes each for roughing? Yes. Tikkanen for Washington and Joey Koser for the Red Wings. So we've got some 4-on-4 action coming up. Watch the defensemen, especially Lidstrom and Murphy, under these circumstances.
Koharski had a change of mind. He was heard to say 2 and 10. But as it appears now, just minor penalties. Yep, roughing. All right, so it's opened up a little in as much as they're playing 4-on-4. Something could happen here, folks. Stand by. We're nearing 6 minutes of play in overtime, and a little more room created with those penalties. Here's one shot, and here's one save. Lidstrom blasting the drive. He's got that great shot from the point. Time he was in a few feet inside the line. Now he's around his own net. And to move it to Murphy. Murphy can carry it. And carry it he does. Up to the line and in. Murphy gets ready. Took a shot, hit a skate, and went away wide to the corner. Nicolishin for Washington. And 4 of them show signs of moving up. Led by Nicolishin. Gets to the line, he's tied up, and the puck is cleared back down inside the Washington line. Eisman might have had a chance. He decided, no, that's going to go icing, so he backed off.
One thing, the Nicolishin, Zednik, Bondra line, often when they don't have a play coming to the opposing blue line, they don't get it deep. They try a little back pass or a lazy little cross-ice pass. And if they ever get picked off by the speedy wings, it'll be a foot race to just try and stop this game from continuing tied. Last time a team blew a 2-goal lead in the third period of a Stanley Cup championship round was in 1956.
This game 1-0 after the first period. And 3-1 for Washington after a great second period by the Capitals.
There's no way, Bob, on a 4-on-4 face-off that both forwards, the center and winger, can get to the point if the draws one directly.
Here it comes back to the point, and a shot by Ricci. Knocked away by Osgood. Detroit on it, and they'll skate out of the zone. Brown is ahead of Fedorov. Fedorov keeps going. Right in. Another shot by him. What a rush by Fedorov, but he couldn't score. Junot, now he can do damage too. Joey Junot up there with the brakes on. Now the shot, a hot shot it was. Osgood, a big save. Puck tapped down at center ice by Brown. He won't catch up to it. 40 seconds left in this 4-on-4 situation. And the Red Wings with one great chance. And then the Capitals. Juno following Fedorov's effort. But we're still going. Larionov feeds it in. Eriksson coming in on goal. Stopped by Kolzig. The Capitals come out again. Eagles throwing it down. Krieger up with a break, centered it. It comes all the way back to the blue line. Tenorti turning and trying to fire it. Lapointe, however, gets it up to Larionov. A clever drop pass by Larionov. And Lapointe brings it in. Right in there. Eriksson again. This time he's taken in on the boards. Penalties are over, so the teams are at full strength. Yzerman digging for it in the corner. Yzerman to the line. Long shot doesn't get in there. Eagles blocked it. Lapointe in front of him. Tied up. Crowd wanted a penalty as Lapointe is nailed. But the play continues here in overtime at the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. Red Wings trying to grab a lead in the series. 2-0. Capitals want to tie it up. This is surely up for grabs. They're both getting chances. Lead pass Shanahan. Shot Shanahan. Blocked. Shanahan turning, trying to center to McCarty. Yzerman is on it behind the goal. He fell. Shanahan there to help him. Johansson in front of Shanahan, who's knocked down. Shanahan and Johansson fight for it. Johansson a second time got it on the boards, but not out. Murphy kept it in. McCarty shot. Bounces off his stick. Down to Johansson, and he gets it up near the line, but not out yet. Detroit in on the boards, fight for it. Finally, the Capitals skated out of the zone, and the pass gets up to Simon. Long shot. Osgood missed it, missed the net. Others knifed away. Red Wings move it up. No pass to Draper, and he was speeding away. Berube tried to go after it. Murphy stepped in front of him. Capitals seeing the puck deep, try to make changes. Now, out for Detroit. And down goes Draper right in. Stopped again by Kolzig. What a great burst of speed by Draper. Cut to the net and was stopped by the goalie. Capitals get it up high off the glass. Into the crowd. Nearing 10 minutes of play of overtime.
Well, Joe Ricci is one of 4 defensemen that are playing most of the time for the Washington Capitals. Jeff Brown has not played for a period and a half. Housley only plays on the power play. And Ricci has a blowout here, and young Draper steps around him and tries to go to the long side, but can't beat Kolzig. And here's Holland, the general manager of the Red Wings, trying to help Draper along. But he tells you what happened.
4-4, overtime in game 2. And a face-off coming to the left of Kolzig. Detroit has had 57 shots to 33 for Washington. Quite a game tonight. Tenorti, Juno. Long pass doesn't work. Holmstrom turns it back. Gets over the line with Brown, who shoots. Rebound is picked at the net. Holmstrom got a skate on it. Tried to boot one in. Detroit fight for it on the forecheck. Rouse slapped at it. It gets out to center ice. And McCown dumped it in again. Johansson for Washington. Trying to lift it away off the glass. And again, the Stanley Cup Championship souvenir.
4 defensemen, that could be the downfall for Washington. As I mentioned, Brown has injured, or they won't play him, and neither is Housley. That's a lot of ice time for 4 defensemen. And Calle Johansson does a nice job on Holmstrom tying up his stick, because the rebound was headed right to the front of the net. So you'll see these 2 guys, Johansson and Tenorti, changing every whistle almost with Ricci and Gonchar. 4 defensemen at this time of the year in overtime. It's a tough chore.
Yzerman. Once again against Nicolishin in Washington. Capitals win the draw. Andre gets it up. Gonchar on the move. Trying to burst in. Murphy took it away from him calmly. Murphy solid on that play. Bondra feeding it back up. Lidstrom and Murphy are the two Detroit defensemen to move the puck to center ice. Murray picked it loose. And Enrique backhands it in. Maltby will circle it in. Out he comes. He pulled away from one checker. Pulled away from another. Now a third. And he's still down the boards with the puck. Going in behind the net. Good rush by Maltby to give it to Yzerman. Yzerman pounded in on the boards. Maltby comes back to help. And it gets by Eriksson at the blue line. And down the ice. Icing against Washington.
Well, will Detroit's speed overcome the determination of the Washington Capitals? We are now into the 11th minute of overtime, and you can see here the visiting team has won 13 of the 18 games. All 8 have been beyond the 10-minute mark of overtime.
And we are there now, 10:39. Face off to the left of Olaf Kolzig. And here it is. Capitals move it up. Johansson. It's batted down at the line, and Eagles gets a backhander away. Osgood has to hold on now.
Well, it was an easy backhand to handle. Just kind of shoving around after the whistle. What a chance you're taking about getting a penalty. And Koharski, I'm sure, has warned the players a number of times. In November or October, maybe that's not a bad idea, but when you're down this far into the playoffs, you can't be giving bonus 2 minutes away, especially in OT.
Last change has been made. So we're ready to go to the left of the Detroit net. We play in Washington on Saturday. We'll be on there at 7:30 with a pregame show for Game 3 and Game 4 Tuesday in Washington. Hockey Night in Canada on CBC. Staying with you right through the series. Larionov lifting one down the ice. Call this one icing too. So the pace is slowed. Usually they drive hard for 10 minutes. I'm sure you've heard that. And then settle back. And that's what appears to be happening now.
Well, we saw McCurry last night. We've got Koharski tonight. And in Game 3, it'll be Gregson. And Brosker, Collins, Campanello, and Shakti are the linesmen. You got to remember, for these guys, getting to the final is a reward for a good season and a good playoff. There's always some conjecture and argument about who should make it and who shouldn't. But in their profession, it is the ultimate compliment. Now, I don't know who that guy third in on the third row up is, but he's all suited up if the puck comes over the boards.
Adam Oates, Steve Yzerman. No puck drop. Bellows had stepped inside the line. Somebody from Detroit also in. So Yzerman stays there with Oates. Jockeying for position. Fedorov wants something to say to Yzerman. He's right in front of Osgood outside that big circle. McCarty tapped it back. McCown reached back in a hurry. Lead pass. Just missed Yzerman. Near center. Nordy steps up a bit. And to lift one in. That goes all the way down the ice. And the pace certainly has slowed now. That's another icing call against the Capitals.
Ron Wilson's got Phil Housley out there. This is the first shift, and it was about a 10-second job in overtime, and he has not played very much except on power plays. And Jeff Brown is nowhere to be found on the bench, as I've mentioned earlier, so this is a long night for the defense corps. There's George McPhee, the general manager of the Washington Capitals. He's invited his old boss from Vancouver, Pat Quinn, to join him as his guest for Games 3 and 4 in Washington. So we are looking forward to seeing Pat. He had hip surgery, and one of the fine guys in the business.
Face off one by Detroit. Murphy through a crowd. Went wide of the net. Detroit jumped on the rebound. That's Yzerman flying around in there with it. Lidstrom shot that missed, but not by much. Capitals get it out. Juno coming over center. Getting to the line. It's broken up. Cleared. Yzerman. He's off to the boards, though. On with the brakes. Waiting for help, and Gonchar played him perfectly. Oates is back there. Yzerman stopped that pass. Yzerman again with a skate. Knocked another one down. And Murphy will have to wait in the center ice area. Backed up a bit away from Juno. Juno up there forechecking. Hoping for a miscue. It came out over the line. Brought back in by Simon. And that's offside.
It was awful close, and it would have been dangerous had the puck not come out. But there's Simon. It must be right. He's getting a bit of a laugh out of it. The Simon lines played a lot more tonight than they did in many games in this playoff, and they've scored a goal, and they've been a bit of a factor in the forecheck. And except for a couple of hiccups, they've stayed out of the penalty box and been aggressive.
Hunter leans in and wins the draw for his team. Capitals dump it in. Berube. Hunter lost it. LaPointe. He can go too. Gets it up for Shanahan. He's in the spot. Keeps going though. Now around the net, flipped it out front. Hunter picks it up and will skate it out of the zone for Washington. Got it up for Berube. He's checked. Fetisov has to come back in front of his own goalie. Out to the line and rushes to center ice and backhands it in over the Washington line, but it hit the linesman. It bounced high and they stopped the play. Detroit were in offside, obviously, and 7:16 left in the first overtime.
Well, fatigue is starting to play a bit of a factor here. The shifts are shorter. The players are going to the bench, bent over, resting on their stick, on their knees, and that's a sure sign that the energy level is going down as this game goes on.
Koser skating off. Final shifts made again, and the face-off outside the Washington line. Murphy to Lidstrom. Up to Draper. He's covered. Bondra trying to pick it up. Zednik moves up and chops it in. Lidstrom goal was back there. Bondra in front of the net watching him. Murphy, lead pass. And the Capitals checking more closely now. Trying to bottle up the Red Wings and get that one break. Way down to Nikolishyn. Up to Zednik. He gets in all right. He's all the way to the corner behind the net. Red Wings pick it up. Lidstrom skates up the center with Murphy carrying on. Murphy, no shot. Shoots it to the boards in the corner. Red Wings forecheck hard. Holmstrom on there with it. Near the boards, cuts in front of the net. Here's a shot right in front. Oh, and a chance for Steve Yzerman. He nearly ended the game right there. Washington the other way. Johansson comes in. Low shot that missed the Detroit goal. Yzerman nearly ended it. He's up again with a shot. Blocked. Slapped back out to the center ice area. Red Wings get onside in a hurry and move it in. Bernardi shot into the boards and down the ice. Osgood has to play it. No icing. Red Wings move out. Tikkanen stopped that play at his own line. Gonchar feeding it ahead for Washington. Red Wings pick it up, but the play is whistled dead with 5 minutes and 26 seconds left of the first overtime period. Here in game 2, and what a chance by Yzerman.
He's already got 2 goals, and he nearly makes it the hat trick here. There's the shot by Brown, and the rebound comes to Yzerman, but he's checked by Johansson. He never really got much on it, but there was a hole there for a second, but Yzerman couldn't fill it.
54 saves now in the game for Ole the goalie. He's a goalie, all right. Puck coming off the glass, screen shot, the point, quickly to Larionov. Shanahan, high shot to the glass. Bolzig played it high himself. Gonchar feeding it ahead. Krieger got it out of the zone and down the ice. Shanahan lost it. Larionov chasing it. He'll get it. Larionov for the point to pass behind him. Shot it anyway and missed. Larionov in front. Shanahan. Bolzig stopped him. Shanahan flat. Play goes on. Shanahan back on his feet. Facing the puck. Knocked loose behind the goal. A point. Feeding it. Detroit. Tough one for Washington. A great win for the Red Wings.
Draper gets his first goal of the 98 playoffs, an OT winner. Washington had a couple of chances to get the puck out of the zone, and they couldn't. And it was a nice pass by Lapointe right across in front to Draper, who put it in. No chance whatsoever for Ole the goalie. Kolzig and the Red Wings have won both games here at home in the finals and head to Washington for Game 3.
Both by a goal. 2-1 in Game 1, but nothing like this contest tonight. The Red Wings were behind 2 goals to Washington twice, and it looked like the series would be tied when this night was over. Now, when this night is over, Draper is the hero, scoring at 15:24 of the first overtime. And it's 5-4 Detroit and a 2-0 lead in the Stanley Cup Championship Series.
Well, if you wanted a little offense, you got it. A very entertaining hockey game. Both teams looked like they were out of it at one time during the game. And Scotty Bowman and his Detroit Red Wings. And here's the goal. Gonchar can't get it by Shanahan. It goes right to Lapointe, who shovels it in front of the net to Draper, who just redirects it in. Let's have another look. Watch Shanahan now. He fights Ricky for it. Now, Gonchar's trying to go around the boards, and it hit Shanahan and went to Draper. So Shanahan will get an assist, I think, on this, and that will be the first point he scored here at Joe Louis Arena in the playoffs.
When Draper is parked in front, the boys in the bench see that happening. And the pass was a perfect pass by Lapointe. And the Red Wings have taken a 2-0 lead in the series.
Well, it seems a difficult assignment. Here's the Red Wing brass. Kenny Holland will tell you who scored. Now the challenge for Washington is to win 4 games in the next 5, and there is the hero.
Their goals